and welcome to the update. I'm Talisa Ryder. To the US, where vote counting is still in its infancy, but the results are slowly trickling in. Donald Trump has comfortably won the states of Indiana and Kentucky and West Virginia, while Kamala Harris looks set to win Vermont. Some polling places are extending voting hours due to brief disruptions due to bomb threats. Booths in 3 Atlanta counties were evacuated and checked for safety. Former Pentagon operative Tony Shaffer says security has been ramped up across the country.
There's a task force, which is primarily the command and control node for all of these things. In Washington, where you're at, you probably can't swing a dead cat without hitting a law enforcement official of some sort as you're walking the streets. Businesses have been boarded up. Local police are very much on the lookout for anything that's unusual.
270 electoral votes are needed to win the election. Back home, the unions are pushing for a rate cut to provide some cost of living relief for families ahead of Christmas. The Reserve Bank refusing to budge in its latest meeting, keeping rates on hold at 4.35%. The federal gov's multi-billion-dollar plan to retain personnel and attract recruits to the ADF has been detailed by the Defence Minister. Retention bonuses will be extended to gain more experienced service personnel to re-sign. Richard Marles says it's vital to bolster the middle ranks.
Which is where we need people the most. We are improving retention, we are increasing recruitment, and we are now growing the Defence Force of the future.
Tragic news out of Spain, with the flood death toll rising to 217. Volunteers and emergency workers are continuing to clean up in Valencia following the worst flooding in decades. And the world's first wooden satellite has headed into space atop a SpaceX rocket. The satellite, built by scientists in Japan, will stay in orbit for 6 months in an attempt to prove wood is a space-grade material. Sport and entertainment are next. In sport, defending ATP Finals champ Novak Djokovic has pulled out of next week's season-ending tournament in Turin. The 24-time Grand Slam champion ruled out through injury. It means Aussie star Alex de Minaur makes the cut. It'll be his first ever ATP Finals appearance. And the Aussie cricketers have touched down in Adelaide ahead of Friday's second one-dayer against Pakistan. The Aussies lead the series 1-0. In entertainment news, Prince William has made an unexpected cameo on Robert Irwin's Insta page. The Aussie wildlife warrior joining William for a mountain walk. The Prince currently in South Africa for a 4-day climate-focused tour. Meanwhile, Queen Camilla has been struck down by illness. The palace confirming the royal has been forced to pull out of a series of high-profile engagements due to a chest infection. And hundreds of Oasis fans in the UK have been left seething after falling prey to a landslide of ticket scams. The average amount lost was between $650, with some losing as much as $2,000 to fraudsters. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcast newsroom. We'll have another episode of The Update for you later on.